Greetings everyone. So from today on I'm going to be focusing on the most recent event, MLG Dallas, started yesterday, and this match is taken from one of the early series on the early stages of the event that started last night. This match in particular, I found it interesting. I was browsing the brackets looking for matches that could be cool, could be involving some really skilled players, and I think this is one of those situations. So since I'm watching this for the first time, hopefully we're going to be going for a really nice match, because here on the red Zerg you have a surprise, maybe for some. TLO TheLittleOne, yep, he's not playing Terran anymore. I'm pretty sure some of you guys already read about that a couple of weeks ago. TLO announced that he wouldn't be playing Terran anymore. He wanted to play Zerg because he feels more comfortable with it, he can be more original, more creative with it, so he's going to be playing Zerg all the time now. And he's facing here against the blue Terran TorcH. For the ones that don't recognize this name, do you guys remember the guy that showed up in GSL in Korea that actually backed up Artosis when Artosis was playing? He was commentating. So that one was TorcH, and he's been around Korea trying his luck on the GSL, been commentating sometimes on the GSL as well, just backing up when some of the usual commentators are like away or not available. And well, I think he's been doing a pretty decent job as commentator. I always like it, and don't have any beef with commentators. It's all good, they're all welcome as long as they try to help the best they can. Early hatch going down for TLO here, 14 hatch, and he's been around not for long. I remember the first time I heard about him and saw him was on some early interviews doing the offline pre-qualifiers in Korea for GSL 1. And from then on, well, I knew that he was a member of VT Gaming. He's been playing other games for a long time, and now he transitioned into Starcraft 2, been trying to just improve his skills and increase his level of play style, so he can start showing up on the GSL on the round of 64. Maybe one day we're actually going to be able to see that. For now he's here facing TLO on one of the early brackets of the MLG Dallas, like I said. So let's follow this game, see what's going to come out of here. Going to get the building orders here, the production tab. And this hatchery is almost done on the Natural Expo from TLO. What else is getting here? Spawning pool and extractor going down. Still not much happening here on TLO side. And meanwhile on TorcH side, he just went for 1 racks, finishing his wall off with some supply depots and picking up the gas, along with the factory going down. It appears that he's going to be leading himself into a 1-1-1 opening, I would say. No, still missing the starport, but I guess we're going to see that pretty soon. Orbital command is already done, pumping some mules instantly, and now Roach Warren going down for Dario for TLO. And this is going to be interesting. He's not even investing much in zerglings at the moment, only a couple. Maybe he's going to use them for scouting purposes, but that's basically it. Also sending here a drone checking the Zelnaga watchtower. I think it's just way too early for him to even start getting too much involved in scouting, but this couple of zerglings will be useful, at least to poke on this door and check how things are going on inside TorcH base. And TorcH now getting the starport, so 1-1-1 opening for TorcH. Very flexible, it will allow him to have a lot of options when he decides which way he should go. And now armory going down. Are we gonna see some really fast Thors? It seems like it. I mean, he doesn't have that many units to upgrade at the moment, so it would make sense to have the armory to get some Thors out. Might be the way that TorcH is deciding to go. Meanwhile, he got a Hellion out, and this Hellion will be able to shove away the Zerglings that were trying to advance into his base. Now, TLO will be lacking a bit of information here, because this Hellion was able to shove them away before they were actually able to approach. But now Roach is advancing, and Hellions aren't good against Roaches, and this Roaches will be able to at least come up the ramp and check what's going on. Oh, he didn't lift that supply depot, not good. 2 Roaches running inside this base. This is just not good news for TorcH. He didn't micro, he didn't take care of that supply depot in time, and now TLO just wandering around this base, checking everything. Obviously TLO saw the build, saw which way he's going through. I'm not sure if he saw the armory. Let me look. I think he didn't saw the armory. I need to check that, to be honest. Already getting the second layer of tech. And let's see here. No, he didn't saw the armory. Good news for a TorcH there. So he might not be aware that a Thor drop might be happening pretty soon. First Thor almost getting down, and the medevac just got finished. Also, TLO has been leaving a lot of overlords here on this hedge, but still he didn't spotted that. He didn't spotted that armory there, so he might be in for a surprise. Oh, not good. TorcH passed right on the side of that overlord, so TLO knows what's coming there. Lots of defenses already waiting for that Thor, and this offensive here by TorcH is basically over even before it started. Yeah, he even tried a second push, but the units were there just waiting for him. Guess that TorcH will have to decide to go for something else, and it appears that he's going to be transitioning, getting Vikings and siege tanks, not investing more on Thors at the moment. He might be using this Thor later on for more Thor ships, more drops in the future. Also, another interesting thing that I'm seeing here is that TLO is slowly placing an overlord here on this corner, maybe to try to get visibility, and he's gonna, yeah, there it is, spotted armory, and he already noticed it, obviously, because he saw that medevac loading the Thor. And now TorcH seems to gonna try another approach with his Thor drop. Might be abusing this ledge here. It's a really annoying ledge for Zerg players against Terran, because Terrans can just make drops here and abuse, usually with siege tanks and such. But here comes the Thor dropping on the ledge. There's some spine crawlers here, and this one is instantly poking at that Thor, because I'm pretty sure this overlord is giving it visibility. Exactly. And now shoving away that overlord, and a lot of units incoming with the overlord at ranges. They're going to be able to shoot at this Thor, applying the pressure, but TorcH just decided to cancel his move here. Didn't make much of a damage. He basically shot 101 spine crawler, and that was it. So for now, that overlord that was hanging here got killed by the Viking. What else is getting built? Siege tanks. Seems like TorcH is now going to invest a lot on his siege tanks. Here's the units at the moment. 13 roaches for TLO and 2 zerglings. So basically mass roach for TLO at the moment, and a lot of mech mix here for TorcH. Thors, Viking, siege tanks, medevacs, and 6 marines. Seems like he's investing a lot in it, and TorcH now advancing with an SCV very far away from all the action is, and might be a good idea if he's able to maintain this place secret. There it is, Expo going down for TorcH. Meanwhile, here on TLO's base, he's finishing up an infestation pit, Roach Warren there, and the Nidus network here, and he's gonna try to Nidus Canal into the main base of TorcH. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. Nidus Worm is getting finished on his Expo. There's nothing else getting built, no more buildings there, and he's probably loading all his units into this place. Here comes Mass Roach advancing into TorcH base, straight into the mineral line. So many roaches. Will he be having some zerglings maybe helping applying the pressure? And here comes TorcH defenses, fending off the assault, pulling all of those SCVs out of the line to kill the roaches as fast as possible. Roaches making a lot of damage, but still most of the SCVs were safe. He's just grinding into TorcH's army, and now the zerglings getting loose as well on the base, wreaking havoc into TorcH's main base. Nasty offensive here. I'm pretty sure that TLO at least got the big blow onto TorcH income. Yeah, look at the difference there. Huge gap, huge blow on TorcH's income, at least for that little while there. Meanwhile, there was a second offensive going on the front of the main door, as you guys saw on the picture-in-picture window, and TorcH just actually able to fend off the assault, and the TLO pulling back after that big offensive. There's a huge gap on the harvester count, and it shows on the income. I'm not sure exactly when TorcH is considering advancing with this orbital command to his Expo, but I think he's going to be needing it pretty soon. Another thing he needs to take care of is this Expo here. It's still secret. I'm pretty sure that TLO still didn't spotted it. Let us take a look. No, TLO doesn't know it exists. So I think it would be a good idea for TorcH just to start pumping some SCVs like mad there and benefit from the income. Meanwhile, TLO making some flanking moves here and holding at that Zelnaga watchtower, now going all the way around. Not sure if he's doing some patrol routines just to make sure that nothing passes between these gaps here, but it appears that the siege tanks and the siege tech is already researched and they're just static defenses at the moment, blasting any roach that advance there. And another interesting thing that TLO is doing at the moment is that he took his time to bring an overlord to the center of the map, pooping creep and the queen placing tumors, so he's going to be able to spread his creep really fast from the middle of the map towards TorcH's base. TorcH making sure that there's not going to be any more Nidus here on the back of his base. And what else is he getting built? Let us take a look. Still the armory there. There's 3 racks going down, and the orbital command getting ready to land on his natural expo. Still working out of one single factory and one starport for now. And what else does he has here? It's basically Bio, M and M&M backed up by some siege tanks, but he doesn't have much of an army at the moment. Here it is picking up his natural expo, and as you guys can see, there's a fairly big gap. 124 on the army count for TLO, 81 for TorcH, so TorcH needs to recover from this. Gonna be working out of 3 bases pretty soon. This is gonna show on his income, getting balanced once again, but TLO just going frantically on this macro and picking up 2 more bases, the rich mineral field and another hatchery. It's gonna be his 4th base, 3rd expo here way up in the north. And this is probably going to benefit him, because I don't think that TorcH is going to be able to advance or to push on him, since TLO at the moment is just keeping map control. One thing that seems like that TorcH is not being taken care of very well is this supply depot getting raised, because the zerglings keep running in here. Taking a look at what